Hello, my name is Matt Tritto, and I am applying for the online MBA program at Long Beach State University. And I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself and talk a little bit about myself and why I'm interested in the Long Beach State MBA program, and also talk about my goals for myself as a professional. So I live in Long Beach. I'm a father of two boys, and my wife and I plan to live in Long Beach for as long as we can. And so when I'm looking at programs that are offered, I really feel connected to Long Beach State. My kids have gone to the 49er camp for the last several years. We live very close to the university, and I've always felt, even though I didn't go there for my undergrad or my graduate school program that I attended, I always felt really welcomed there, and it seemed like a really a great school that offers a lot. Um, and so I think it's the right school for me and for my life right now. As you'll see in my resume, I went to school at Loyola Marymount for my undergrad, and then once I graduated, I went to graduate school at St. Cloud State University, where I studied applied behavior analysis, which is basically in the branch of psychology. And for the last almost 20 years, I've been working in the field of autism and providing therapy for children and teens and adults with autism and severe behavior challenges. And like I said, I've got a master's in that field, and I work for an agency currently as the clinical director. So I'm overseeing about 20 to 25 supervisors, and I'm in charge of overseeing all of the clinical aspects of the work that we do. And I still find the work really exciting and really invigorating, and it's clearly needed because there are more and more and more children being diagnosed with autism and other developmental disabilities every day. And so we're in an interesting place in our field of trying to address all of the needs of our community, because our younger consumers are getting older. And then we have more and more kids that are getting diagnosed, and the challenges become, how do you meet the need of all of these kids? Just in Orange County alone, there's just a tremendous amount of families that need support. And so I've really taken an interest not only in managing the team and the staff that I run, but also becoming more efficient with how do you train people effectively, and how do you become an even more effective manager. And so one of the reasons I'm really interested in the MBA program is because I really enjoy that aspect of my job. Aside from being a clinician, I also enjoy being a business leader and a manager for our agency, making contacts in the community, building those kinds of relationships, working with school districts who we create contracts with so that we can provide our services to them, and really just doing a lot of relationship building. And I like mentoring other people. And as I've become sort of the top clinician in our agency over time, and as I've become more of an expert in applied behavior analysis, I've realized that I also have a lot of, I think, some ability in terms of my ability to communicate with other people, either when it's written or when I'm speaking to large audiences or to small audiences, and conveying ideas, shaping ideas, and I really want to get even more training on that to explore that aspect of my skill set and to develop it further. And I think that the MBA program courses would provide me with that, and I think that would be something that at this point in my life would be really beneficial for me, and also for the agency that I work for, and also for myself in the future, in the event that I eventually maybe expand our agency or even start my own agency at some point in time. And so I'm interested in that. I'm also interested in learning a little bit more about how business really works, because when I was in my undergrad program, it was much more about liberal arts, and then when I went to my grad program, it was very specific about a lot of things related to psychology. And so at this point, I feel like I still have some things that I really want to understand in more in depth about how businesses really can manage through difficult times, how you can plan ahead for things coming up in the future, how you can expand your your business and grow in a way that makes sense, and not growing too fast, and not, but at the same time taking some risks that when there's opportunities. And so I really feel like, I'm at this point in my career where learning more about that would be really beneficial to me, and I'm really interested in doing that. So I think it'll help me become even more well-rounded, in the sense that I'll not only have my clinical skill set and all of my experience working in this field where I've become really good at what I do, but also being able to apply the business skills that I get from the MBA program at Long Beach State to really help our agency thrive as a business, because it really is. And especially in these times when there is such a huge need for quality services, how do you maintain high quality services when there's such a demand? And how do you make the business decisions that'll really ensure that happens? And so I'm really interested in investing my time into learning these things, so that in 3 to 5 years I can be even more effective in ensuring that the kinds of agencies that I work with and work for are doing a great job of providing services for kids with autism, but also not just thinking like clinicians, but also thinking as business people. Because in order for us to be able to get the right people in the right positions, to be able to keep expanding the services while maintaining the quality, I think that we really have to have that business sense and business training that maybe some folks in our field maybe don't quite have, because they've got so much training on the clinical side. And so for me, I look at it and think that's what I would like to be able to contribute. Stay a clinician, be really effective in developing therapies and mentoring younger people into the field, while also really having an idea of how to make sure that the business side of all of the work that we're doing is done in a way that's healthy and effective, and very sound decision making, and so that I can contribute in that way, and hopefully continue to expand the therapy that's helping all these kids in a sustainable and productive way for the business I'm part of. And so I hope that I'm considered for the program. I really enjoyed the orientation that I was able to go to. I got to meet some of the professors, and they answered a lot of my questions, and I think it's going to be a great match for me. So I appreciate you taking the time to get to know me through this video, and just know that I'm a very hardworking person. I commit to my commitments, and I see them through. And I have a lot of motivation to be part of this program, and I really look forward to the opportunity. So thank you again, and hopefully I will be part of the Long Beach State University program in the fall, and I look forward to that. Thank you so much.